Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome back to Find XYZ. Let's take a look at this question. We have the midpoint of the line joining the points y and z, and then we have been asked to find the values of a and b and then the magnitude of yz. Let's begin. Now every point has two coordinates, the x and then the y coordinate. So we have the midpoint, which is 1, 2a minus 1. We'll label this as x and y. We have point y as 2a, 3, and then point z as minus 4, b. Similarly, this is also xy and then xy. Since we have been given a midpoint, we know that midpoint is a point that divides a line into two equal parts, which is just the average, which is x1, x2 all on 2, and then y1 plus y2 all on 2. So let's substitute. So we know our midpoint is giving us 1, 2a minus 1. And then let's focus on the x. The first one, we have 2a plus negative 4 all over 2 for the x, and then on the y we have 3 plus b all over 2. So this is x, this is y, this is also x, this side is y. Now let's compare. So we can compare the x, which is 1, is equal to 2a. Positive negative will give us negative all over 2. Now let's clear the fractions by dividing both sides by 2. Then 2 divides 2, 2 times 1 will give us 2. We have 2a minus 4. Then we can add 4 to both sides of the equation. This will give us 6 and then 2a. Then we divide both sides by 2. So we can say a is equal to 3. Then we compare y, right? So we can say 2a minus 1 is equal to 3 plus b all over 2. We clear the fractions by multiplying both sides by 2. Then we expand this term. So we have 4a minus 2 is equal to 3 plus b. Then what can we do? We know the value of a. So let's substitute. A is 3. So 4 multiplying 3 minus 2 is equal to 3 plus b. And what is 4 times 3? That will give us 12 minus 2 is equal to 3 plus b. Then 12 minus 2 will give us 10 is equal to 3 plus b. Then what do? We subtract 3 from both sides. Then we have b is equal to 7. So now we know the values of a and b. Let's substitute them into our points. Now we know y is giving us 2a, 3. But what is a? A is 3. So we have y being equal to 2 multiplying 3, 3. That will give us y. 2 times 3 will give us 6, 3. Then let's focus on z. Point z, which is negative 4, b. But what is b? B is 7. Then our midpoint was giving us 1, 2a minus 1. Then we have 2a. A is giving us 3 minus 1, which simplifies to 1, 2 times 3 will give us 6 minus 1 will give us 5. So this is the midpoint. So we are done with the a part, which is finding the values of a and b. The second part, we are tasked to find the magnitude of yz, which is giving us x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. So we need the point y and z. Let's bring them here. So y is 6, 3. Then z is negative 4, 7. It is always easy to label your points for identification. So let's label this x1, y1, and then x2, y2. Now let's substitute our points. X first. So x2 start from this side and move to this side. Negative 4 minus 6 all squared plus, then let's move to the y, which is 7 minus 3 all squared. This will give us negative 10 all squared plus 4 all squared. Negative 10 squared, every squared number is a positive number. This will give us 100 plus 16, which will give us root of 116. Now can we simplify this? Yes. I always encourage you to always leave your answer in the simplified form. Now this radicand can be expressed as 4 times 29. Then since 4 is a perfect square, we can write this as root 4 root 29. And what is the square root of 4? That will give us 2 root 29. Since this is magnitude, we add units to our final answer. So the magnitude of yz is 2 root 29 units. 2 root 29 units. Let's go and plot this on a graph. Alright, so we have our point z and y and the midpoint as m. So let's draw a line to connect these 2 points. So you realize that this is the midpoint. Now we are saying that the midpoint divides a line into 2 equal parts. So let's measure the distance from the midpoint to y and then also from the midpoint to z. So from the midpoint to y is giving us 5, and from the midpoint to z is also giving us 5. Alright, so that is how the midpoint works. Thank you for joining me in this video. Kindly subscribe, leave a comment, and like this video. Share this video to all your friends, and don't forget to thank, find, and shine. See you in the next video.